Hey, what's up, guys? Sixth grade. You're going to be working on the Blink Project 1.5. I'm going to try to be as clear and detailed with my directions as I can. Um, but you're going to be working on a project where you're getting a scrolling message and an animation with an image. But before we get there, let's talk about some things. Okay, I'm going to page over to Project 1.5, the Blink NPLTW. So the blinking message, let's talk about some informative LEDs, where we might use LEDs. LED is light emitting diodes, and we might see LEDs on a bus arriving to a destination or in an airport or even in our swim natatorium down the hallway as far as an LED screen that displays an image. And a lot of times these images have tickers like for news uh, information. Okay. Some emergency vehicles and public transportation use animated LEDs. If you think about road construction, you get animated LED signs like the arrow for detour or move over a lane. So you use various ways to communicate with your friends, but think about sending messages or making this project as a story. So for the blinking message project, you're going to design, you and a partner, are going to design and program an animated LED message using letters, symbols, images like an emoji. And your LED message to your friends can include scrolling words, but just like a handwritten note or text message, you also want to include some images. Okay. This is going to be your physical computing project. You're going to put everything into a slideshow. And I put that in Google Classroom with all of the requirements. So you're going to collaborate as a team. You're going to use letters, numbers, symbols. You're going to display at least one image and display at least one animation, which is a sequence of images showing movement. Okay, and I'm going to give you some examples here in a moment. You're going to test your code. You're going to run it through a your code tracing chart. You're going to jot down all your code and make sure that everything works, and make sure you have the desired outcome. And then I need you to place a screenshot or of your code and place it in the presentation, and also a link, a published link to your Google Slides. And then later we can connect them to our microbits and make sure that they are working properly when we have the proper connections with our microbit. Okay, let me give you some examples here. So I provided an example slideshow of what's required. So you're going to be pair programming. You're going to demonstrate your creativity by coming up with a story, animation, and a scrolling message within your project. And I want you to take risks and just make up these designs. You're going to have a flow chart, so brainstorm with your partner and make a jam up jelly tight project. So here's the requirements. Again, you're going to flow chart the blink. You're going to talk about it with your partner. You can sketch it out on a sheet of paper, but then you need to take a photo or a screenshot of it and place it into a slideshow because those are the required slides coming up. I'm going to show you. So you need a flow chart. You can do it in draw.io. You know how to do that, or you can sketch it out. I just need a screenshot. Then you're going to go to Make Code Microbit, and you're going to start coding. So part of the message must scroll or flash, use letters, numbers, symbols, display at least one image and at least one animation, and code trace, and then test it on the code simulator. Okay, test your code on the simulator, and then you're going to place a screenshot of the code and place that into the slideshow as well. So your slideshow, share whoever opens up the slides, share it with your partner. That way you can both edit on the slide. And then we're going to be presenting these when I'm probably going to give you, I don't know, about 3 or 4 days to work on this. Okay. And it's usually fun. I allow you to bring in treats that go along with your theme of your code. And I'll give you an example here in a moment. But you need 4 to 5 slides. You're not limited to 5 slides. You can have more if you need to, but you need a title slide and an objective slide that tells your name of you and your partner and what your program is going to do. What is the objective of your program? You need a screenshot of your flow chart. You need a code trace chart. You're just going to click on this and make a copy, and then you're going to put in your code as far as itemization and tell me the outcome, what's supposed to happen, and did that work? If it worked, then place a yes on each column. Okay, this is like the exercise we did when we did buggy codes. Then you need to take a screenshot of your block code, and then did your blinking message work properly? Probably so. Drop your presentations in the Google Classroom, and then you're going to mark it as done. Here is your rubric. Okay. I did this a long time ago with online when I was doing some master teacher training. We just did a basic one, but I want yours because I know you're far better coder than I am. Yours should be proficient or advanced. Okay. And I've seen some pretty good presentations. So, again, here's what's needed. These are the required slides. And then I'm going to give you some examples. Okay. So, let's go to this one. Students a couple years ago did Buggy Eats Berry, and then they put everything into a slideshow. So let me open this up. Okay, here we go. Move my face out of the way. And they said, Mr. Weaver, this is Buggy Eats Berry. So they made this on the microbit and it was a simple little code. And you're limited to this LED screen, the 5x5 screen of the microbit. But they told us it was a bug. They told the classroom it was a bug and it's eating a strawberry. And we said, okay. And then so when they showed the presentation, we're like, yeah, I totally see it. So they gave me the flow chart in the presentation. Here's their code tracing chart. Okay. Notice that they didn't really have any bugs except for the actual bug that's in the actual code. Huh? Get it? Get it? Bug? Okay. Anyway, bug eats berry. Anyway, so they provided the code tracing chart and took a screenshot of it, put it into the slide. Then they gave me their published link to go see the actual code. So I'm gonna click that. And it's Buggy Eats Berry. And here is their code. So it's on shake. They had some pauses. Here's a berry, and it's going to be slowly eaten by a bug. And then by the end, the bug is going to show up on the screen and it's telling a story. And the bug's going to show up on the screen. I'll just show you right now in the simulator. So again, they coded this for on shake. So here's the simulator. There's the berry, and it's slowly being eaten. And then here comes the bug scrolling across. And the scrolling message, that was good, I think is what it says. Okay, so I think you understand what the objective of that code is. So back to their slideshow, they let everyone view the actual code running through the simulator. And then they said their code works. It was a strawberry looking like it's being eaten by a bug. And then they put a screenshot of their actual code. And then that was it. Okay, so here's a couple others. Here's another fun one. These are current 8th graders. They did this when they were 6th graders. And here is their presentation. It was called the Dino Hunt. Let me move this out of the way. So theirs was a dinosaur theme. They gave an objective slide. This is what our code is supposed to do. Our code is a dino that walks and finds a nest of eggs. Then he carries them and sets them in a warm home. Then they live happily ever after, and everyone gets a treat. So here's their flowchart. Nice and colorful, done in draw.io. Here's our code tracing chart. Looks like they didn't have any bugs. It looks like everything works. Then here's their actual code. And then here's the link to their code. So let's take a look at that. We'll run it in the simulator. So there's the dinosaur walking dinosaur. And then I think it's on A. There's the nest of eggs, and the dinosaur grabs the eggs, takes them to the house, and then I think it says, "Who wants a treat?" is what they did. And they brought in cupcakes, dinosaur themed cupcakes, and jelly beans for the eggs, and they passed them out to everybody. It's not a requirement that you bring in treats, but it was a fun thing to do. This is one of the more fun projects that we do in this class, and I allow people to bring in food if they um, want to bring in to share with our classroom with the friends. Okay, so there was that, and then we're going to go back to their slideshow, and then they said thanks for watching, and here was the menu, and that was their slide, or that was their presentation. So pretty cool presentation there. I think you understand what you're doing. Those are some pretty good examples. If you want to look at the other examples, I put some in there. Um, I think I put my basic one in there, and then let's see what this is. Okay, I just wanted to show you that you're not limited to the basic drawer. You can use a scroll image. I've had students use like a skateboarding theme and use a scroll image and had a simple skateboard come in and scroll through, and then the next sequence of events was like it doing an ollie. So you can do that. So you can use in your image or LED drawer. Um, just make something jam up and really cool. Be creative with it. Okay, so let's just run this. I'm going to do this here. Here's a scrolling message. But anyway, I think you understand what's required of you. I want to show you how you get your published link. So when you're making your code and you're all done with your code and you're done with any sort of modification to it, and it's your final product, to get that link, you're going to go to these three little dots here, and you click on it, and you go publish to share. You can name your project name, publish to share. You're going to copy that link, and it's copied to your clipboard. Then you're going to go to your slideshow, and when you go to your slideshow, simply just paste it, Control V, right? And you're going to have your published link, your own unique link, and then you're going to hit the space bar to make it live. Okay. Now, a lot of people get confused and think that you can just copy and paste this link up here. That's not going to be your unique product, your unique project. You need to publish it by clicking these three dots and hit publish to share. Anytime you modify it or change it, you need to get a new link. Okay. So you're going here to get your link, your own unique link to your project. Do not do this up here. Use this publish button right here. Okay. All right. I think you pretty much get it. I don't want to over explain it, even though I did. All right. Have fun with it. And I'm going to give you a couple days to work on it with you and your partner, and make sure you put everything into a Google slideshow, and then you're going to present it to the class. Um, I don't know. I'll set you a date when we start presenting. Okay. All right. Have fun with it.